Hello everyone, it's Lady Burke here, and this is my very first blog ever, and I'm excited for many reasons, not just because of this blog, but today is my very first day at a new job. Um, I'm excited and nervous about that. I wanted to talk about two things today. The first thing I wanted to talk about is going back to work after a long break. I have not been working for almost a year, about 10 months now, and I got married back in March last year, and my husband and I moved to the high desert. He had the better job up there. He had already owned a home up there, and so it just made more sense that it would be me going up there. And I figured, you know what? I've been in property management for over 10 years. I think about 12 years now. And I know this business like in and out. And it'll be easy for me to get a job. Because that's the thing about property management is that if you're good at it, you can get a job anywhere. And so I came up here thinking, after I quit my last job, that, you know what? I'll be able to find a job, no problem. And I didn't. It wasn't easy at all. I kept coming across situations that just no longer fit with this new chapter in my life. For instance, I would find a job, legit job in property management, and they would want me to work weekends. No. Weekends for me is not something that's negotiable because, well, number one, I'm married, but even when I was single, I didn't work weekends. And that's because you have to find that proper work life balance. You need balance in your life. And anyone who is in property management that is watching this video, I don't have to tell you how stressful it can be. So you need your time with your family. So that's the first thing I would encounter. Or the second thing I would counter would be, they would want a manager, full time property manager, 40 hours a week at $11 an hour. And the last time I made that money, I was 13 years old. So that wasn't going to work. Or I would go on these interviews that, they worded the job description very well online, making it sound like you're coming in as a management position, but you're actually not. It's actually a sales position where you're selling kitchen knives and things like that. I kept coming across things like this. Believe it or not, I was surprised at how many scams there are out here in the high desert. There's actually not a lot of legit work. So it was very difficult for me to find a job that would fit. And so for 10 months, I just kept trying and trying and looking and looking. And my husband, my wonderful husband, supported me this whole time. He's been supporting me, taking care of me, without any complaint as I continue on my job search. And what made me feel good is that there were many times where I would review the position with him, like, what do you think about this? And he's like, no, I agree with you. We need our times on the weekends. He works full time. He works full time Monday through Friday. So the only time we would see each other is on the weekends. I'm not giving that up. So the search just continued. And after a while, I became very discouraged. There's nothing like, even though, yes, it was nice to have a husband there to support me, but there's also nothing like earning your own paycheck. There's pride, a sense of pride that comes when you work for something. And so it was discouraging. But I finally found something that was not only legit, the pay was very fair, a hell of a lot better than $11 an hour. And it's Monday through Friday. I don't have to give up my weekends with my husband. And so today is my very first day starting. I'm here in the parking lot. I left extra early because I wanted to see how traffic would interfere with the commute. And so here I am. Now, the second reason why I decided to make this video is because last night I was up all night long. I could not sleep. And one of the things about me is that I have really bad insomnia. Um, I will go days with no sleep. But one of the things that I notice for every time I'm not sleeping is what my brain is doing. It's constantly thinking about the same thing, work. And as I mentioned, property management can be very, very stressful. I'm happy in my personal life with my husband. We have a home. I'm loving where we live. So it's not that. My brain constantly runs all the time about work, whether it be, well, in the last 10 months, it's been about past work experiences, all the experiences that I've encountered. I have met some great people and made some good friends through this business, but I've also met a lot of bad people. And all the abuse that I've experienced, not just from coworkers, from residents, from our clients, from all angles, so much abuse. And I don't know if this is something that anybody who's in property management that's watching this, you agree with. I would love to hear your comment on this subject, but sometimes I think a lot of it is residents, certain type of residents, react differently with the woman than they would with the man. And so the verbal assaults and abuse and threats that I would get, the racism, was out of control. And it pushed my anxiety through the roof. Insomnia is something that I developed in the last 5 to 6 years. It's not something that I live with my whole life, but I developed it being in this business. And I realize it's because I'm constantly thinking about work. And I realize that I don't have a healthy outlet to discuss it. I know a lot of property managers, myself included, we drink. We get together and we laugh and we have a good time, but we're drinking. We don't have a healthy outlet to talk about our experiences in this business. The fact is, here in California, the law regarding tenant law is very pro tenant. And so we have to just deal with the abuse. We get abused every single day and we just have to deal with it. The law protects them, it doesn't protect the landlord. So it's tough dealing with that constant verbal, assault. And so what do you do? And so for me, I wanted to try something new because in terms of trying to treat the insomnia, I've tried everything. You name it, I've tried it. And nothing works. The only thing I haven't tried is getting this off my chest and talking about my experiences in property management. And that's why I decided to start this blog. I would love to create a healthy outlet for anyone in property management. I would love for people to share their experiences where they can just vent. And that's my goal. I don't want this to turn into a platform where people can just hate on one another, the racist speech. I don't want any of that. This is just a place where you can go to talk about your experiences. And I would really love to hear your experiences. The more videos I post, the more experiences I share. I really want to hear your feedback. Even if you don't agree with some of the things I'm saying, that's okay. I want to hear your feedback. Because I think that this could potentially not just help me out, but anyone else out there that is, having a hard time in property management. Maybe you're brand new and you're like, oh my goodness, what did I get myself into? Everyone is welcome, not just people in property management, everybody. But that's my goal in this video. And so I really hope that today will be okay. I am nervous. I'm scared. I'm not going to lie. After being out of work for 10 years, reflecting on everything I've been through in my career in property management, I don't know what I'm walking into with this new job. I'm praying and hoping that it'll be okay. It's a blessing. We'll see. But no matter what, I just have to say that at the end of it, I still feel blessed because I had a husband that stood by my side throughout this whole time and supported me without complaints. And in the end, I have a job. So I'm grateful and thankful for that. But I guess that's it. For anybody else who's starting work after not working for a long time, or maybe you just went back to work, whether it be you were gone on maternity leave or whatever, I really would love to hear from you. Thank you. Have a great day.